Good. Okay. So this is going to be f of x equals 4 over x minus 3, x plus 2. Good. Why is that not big? There we go. All right, wonderful. All right, Emily, what are my asymptotes for this graph, please? Good. Anything else? Good. All right, just a reminder as I'm going through here. Since I've done this every single day for the last 4 days, what do you think that probably tells you? What do you think that means? It's important. It's 100% going to be on your test, and students screw this up every year for no good reason. All right, so that's just the facts here. All right, Julia, how do I apply this to my graph then? Yeah. Good. 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 So I'm going to write up here as well, x cannot equal -2. I'm going to write here then, x cannot equal 3. And over here, y cannot equal 0. Okay, it is horribly fundamentally important to do that. Bailey, why should you sketch those asymptotes before you continue your... Yeah, the intervals are very easy to see now when you see it on the graph. Okay, just some people, I would say, yeah, no problem, Mr. Sadler. I know everything about math, I can get the intervals from here. Some people can, I'm sure, but it's much easier to visually see it. Okay. All right, Jennifer, so I'm going to write f of x here. Can you please be brave and tell me what I write underneath of f of x? Yes?
X minus 3.
Yes? Great. Where'd you get that stuff from?
The fraction there.
Yeah, good. Right, just from the equation, right? So what she did correctly was these are the 3 different parts of the equation. Going back here, 4x minus 3x plus 2. All right, Adam, can you be brave, please, and let us know what the first interval is, please? No, just what the interval is going to be at the top. So, very good. -2, yeah, x is less than -2. Good. All right. Tristan, what's the middle interval, please?
X is greater than or equal to -2.
Yeah.
Less than 2.
I'm going to change what you said. You said equal to, but it can't, because it's an asymptote, it can't actually equal that, right? But other than that, you're good down. Okay. All right, and Robin, last interval's going to be what, please? Right. Okay, now, I want to make sure that's sort of clear what happened. Please be brave and ask if you're not sure where those intervals came from. Good question.
Just a question about 4.
Yes.
Why 4?
Because that's just basically what you need is, all you need for the top, because that's where the 4 comes from here. So basically the idea is, if it's negative, it's going to flip the graph, so you got to put it in as negative. So I'm just going to put it in here just for habit, so that when you get a negative on the test, you don't ignore that part. Okay, so, because you're right, this question is not actually going to mean anything. We're just going to write, well, 4 is positive, 4 is positive, 4 is positive. So it's not going to do anything. Yeah, but it's just from the numerator, so that we keep it in there just so when we get to negatives eventually, that there's not going to be an issue.
Now, what if there was like x plus 4?
If there was x plus 4, you'd be in grade 12. That's what it would be. Because those are the types of equations you get into more fun ones like that in grade 12. Yes. Okay, but in grade 11, we just keep like whole numbers in the numerator right now. Yes.
So if that positive double times is
Right on. Yeah. Because like you're not actually subbing a value in for x, because like for our test points, that's going to be plugging in different values for x, but there's no x's there, right? So 4 is just always 4, which is all you know. I'm going to pick the test points here. I'm going to pick -5. I'm going to pick 0, and I'm going to pick 5. You can pick any test points you want. It does not matter. All right, as long as they're in the range there for that. All right, Matt, what is -5 minus 3? Good, which is negative. What is negative 5 plus 2?
-3.
Great. What is a positive times a negative times a negative? Great. And you're not done yet, Matt. How do you draw positive on this side? What does that mean? Yeah, it's going to be up here. Now, it doesn't look like a U here. It's sort of going to be like a J, I guess, technically, okay? Because as you're going off to infinity, if there's no restrictions, right, it's just going to head sort of along the line like that. Are we okay on where that first column came from? Most people? Look at we're multiplying, right? It's like positive times a negative is a negative, then negative times a negative is going to be a positive.
Because it's like 2.
Yeah, right. So we're treated like these throwing things. Yes. Good.
It's like it's -2 and then x and then it's -3. What if you like can't do that?
One more time, sir.
I don't know what happened.
What, pick your points, you mean?
No, like
Oh, the greater than less than things? So just think, okay, think of this like domain from the first chapter. All you have to take is, please, okay, please don't, okay? The question is, you have a hard time writing what this is. You can write it in English if you need to, okay? But what just the logic is, right, you're saying x is in the middle between -2 and +3. That's what I say. So, can you guys please stop? Okay, please. Thank you. Right? So -2 is going to be on the small side, 3 is on the big side. It always works that way, right? Like x in the middle, the smaller number on the left, bigger number on the right. All right, Chris, even though you asked that question, you're going to be my human calculator for me right now. What is 0 minus 3? -3, which is negative. What is 0 plus 2? Positive, right? What's a positive times a negative times a positive? Good. How do you graph a negative in here? Yeah, it's like an upside down U or an upside down parabola. Parabola like. Okay. Sort of good so far? Yes? A little bit? All right. Next, Nicole. 5 minus 3 is what? 2, which is going to be positive. 5 plus 2 is going to be? Which is positive. What is a positive times positive times positive? Positive, good. How do you graph positive? Yeah, so like an L, we'll call it L-ish. It doesn't call that an L. Okay, sort of like that. Okay. Are most people feeling okay with that? Can everyone close your eyes for a sec? If you're able to get that graph without my help, raise your hand, please. If you came very close but made one small mistake, raise your hand. If you don't really know what's happening, please raise your hand. Okay, wonderful. Brad, you're up all by yourself again. I'm sorry about that. Can you state the domain and range for this graph, please?
The domain would be x not equal to 2.
Great.
And range would be y not.
Great. And just so the people in the back that, you know, aren't great with domain and range, Brad, where did you get those? How did you know that? Like,
Those are the asymptotes.
it's just the asymptotes. All you're going to do is just sub the asymptotes in, and there's your domain and range. Okay, so this one is relatively nice. All right, any question on this? Am I done with this? I hope I'm done with this. Okay, I want you guys to ace this part. This is one of the ones on the test. If you factor it, asymptotes, there you go. Okay, somewhat good? Okay, I'm going to hit pause on the video, then I'll take up the homework from last night, and then we'll go through word problems today. Does someone have a homework sheet I can borrow?
Yeah.
Please.